Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. I have a next page of my 2018 winter mini album, which is a 4x6 mini album, and I'm scrapping these photos, and I'm using the digital version of the collection Hello Winter by Carta Bella. So I'm starting with, I have some photo mats. This collection is a digital version, so everything is printed, but it comes with some solid colors, colored papers, and so I decided I will mat the photos with one of the solid color papers, and to not use so much ink, I just left the middle of that mat just blank white so that I wouldn't be using so much of my ink, printing in ink. And then I am ready to start with the rest of the page, and that is a page where the design goes down the page, basically down the center of the page. And here I have a bit of some strips, again, of the solid colored paper that comes with the collection, which I have used far too little so far because I was always focused on the pattern papers, but I felt I can have some use for this as I put it behind that middle strip there. But here I was struggling a little bit with that and fighting my way to get it actually tucked underneath. I made sure when I applied glue that it wasn't gonna be all the way to the edge, but still for some reason I just couldn't get it until just now. So finally was able to put it there behind the one pattern paper. And then, although I design all my pages in silhouette first so that I can prepare them for print, which usually just takes me a couple of minutes because I already have a bunch of elements. I just copy the page or duplicate, I guess, a previous page, then delete what I don't want and reuse what I want to kind of reuse and mostly resize. But I'm using the same photo sizes all the time because they're what I get printed, so it's either 2x2s or 2x3s or something like that. So the photo sizes are pretty regular, and so I do end up using a lot of the same elements from a page. And then the only thing that I actually really end up changing is just the main design of the page. And so in the silhouette, I usually do not angle things because I'm too lazy, and by the way, I also want to be able to easily print them, and so I keep forgetting as I put my pages together to angle things a little more. But on this page I did remember to angle the photos a little. And so then I am ready to add some of the embellishments. These embellishments come from the collection from Carta Bella, and I just resize them because I'm working on such a small scale. And then I wanted to put a stamped title, and I have this stamp set that is, one of that is an outline and one of it is just the solid color of it. And so I'm trying to make sure that the word that I want to put there will actually fit. It's a slightly larger alpha. It's very pretty, and I do like this double. It didn't work so well with the first letter there, the R. It wasn't far enough away from the top layer, wasn't far enough away from the bottom layer. It was hard for me to see. I didn't want to get my head too much between the design and the camera, and it was a little far away from where I could see it well. And so I decided to switch the method a little bit and use the darker color as my first color rather than the lighter color. For the R, I had used the fill color, and that is lighter than the outline color that I'm using. And so I decided to switch methods here and use the outline color. I thought it might be covered up too much by the overlaying fill color there, but it ended up looking much better than the first letter of this, which is almost aligned. The R, both layers are almost aligned, and I did not want them aligned. I wanted them to be a little bit set apart from each other, and so it worked much better with starting with a darker color and then offsetting it with the lighter color. So this is what I'm doing right here, and I do have to say, in spite of the last letter not being perfect, but I do like how this ended up looking. It just looks very pretty and works very well with the rest of the page, I thought, with just this winter themed it's kind of a cool way of looking there. So I'm finishing up with my last letter there, and then I usually make sure that I do clean up my my stamps pretty much right away. But there's another stamp that I wanted to use to finish my title, and so I think it's the word beautiful that I am stamping there using that contrasting color again from one of my stamp word stashes. So now I am going ahead and cleaning all my stamps, because I do not like, yes, I know other people don't care as much, but I do like to keep and reuse my stamps, especially if they're alphas and stuff like that. That is going to be reused and reused, so I don't want them to be dirty and have the previous ink on it or still. So I try to clean up my stamps pretty much right after I use them on a page, and then I'm ready to finish up with all the rest of the embellishments. And in this case, I'm mostly using more of the word strips that I created. They're available as freebie on my blog mistyhilltops.com, along with a lot of other freebies that are usable for digital scrapbooking, as well as just traditional physical scrapbooking. So there's a mixture for either way. This is a mixture, this page and this entire album is a mixture of digital scrapbooking and traditional scrapbooking, right? Because it is based on a digital version of this collection, which is also very much available, as far as I know, available as a normal physical paper collection. But in this case, I am using the digital version of it, and that makes it hybrid, I guess. So anyway, then I have this snowflake still that is a die that I felt I wanted to add, and I thought it might look good with the title there, and that finishes my page. I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.